Mustang down. Let's check that rear wheel.
Yo, what's going on, guys? This is a hard video to make, and it's one that I really wish I didn't have to make, but it happened and I gotta make the video, so let's just get straight into it. Basically, it's Sunday. All last week during the week it was raining, the roads were wet. That whole week we never got a sunshine day. It was all rain, all fog, all overcast. So the roads really were never able to fully dry, and just everyday constant rain made a lot of puddles in the road, a lot of like wet spots, slick spots. So Thursday night, I was driving back from my dad's house. I was driving back home from my dad's house, and as I'm turning, I hit a wet spot in the road. And usually when I know y'all will say like, oh, another Mustang that crashed into a whatever, like people who know me and have seen me slide, like they know I could handle my car, because I've had that junk sideways, like all the way sideways, and I could counter steer, correct out, like I know what I'm doing when I can like predict it, or like when I know what's about to happen. So when I didn't know that was about to happen, it kind of like froze, not froze, like I went to go counter steer right away, and I don't know if I hit another slick spot, but it swung me back, and then I was in the right lane, and then it basically threw my whole back end into the curb, and my right rear tire is my right rear wheel, that's hard to say, is all bent in. So it's either a control arm, tie rod, something like that. Let's go look at it. Luckily we still have the Fusion, so I could drive that. This is getting towed tomorrow. So first off, that's how the fitment looks. That's how it's supposed to look. I'd say maybe like half an inch to an inch out from the fender. That's how this side looks. Y'all can definitely tell the difference. Threw me into a curb and just bent everything. Like, let's look at the top. It's not supposed to look like that. I mean, you can see just like, cause up on the curb, it was a curb like this, and then right next to well, not a curb like this, but it was like a curb and then the grass, and it was all mud, and it got all over my tire. It splattered all over my paint. I tried to wipe down as much as I could, but yeah, man, I had to limp it back home. I had my hazards on, and I was going like 15 the whole way back home, because I didn't know. I pulled over to the side of the road right when it happened, and I didn't know that. I feel like it's much more like it's better to talk in here. So I'm just gonna finish talking in here. But right after it happened, I knew something wasn't right, because my wheel, instead of when you go straight, obviously your wheel is straight, and on my steering wheel I have a little a strip on the top of it. It's like a race wheel. and I forgot what the strip's called, but that was not straight. The strip's supposed to be straight, right, on the top of the wheel. It was over here, like that, like at that angle for me to drive straight. That's not right. So I pulled over into a turn lane to pull into a neighborhood. I just parked in the turn lane, put in park, threw my hazards on, and I went out and I looked immediately. My flashlight. I didn't even think to record for YouTube. That's why there's no footage of it. There is footage from when I got back home that I might throw in if I need to, but I got out, turned my flashlight on, and originally I thought it was my front right, but it wasn't. So I thought my front right hit the curb. So I go out and I look at my front right, and I was like, dude, it looks perfectly fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. And then I get home, after like limping it back home. I had no choice but to limp it back home because it was like 1 a.m. And there was no cars on the road, no one around, so I just drove it back home. And yeah, so that's where it is now, but I don't know what's wrong with it. I can't see anything wrong with it. Like I said, to have like a general idea, something back where I would like to, I'm thinking it's the control arm. So we filed an insurance claim. They know about it. It went through. We're gonna have it towed tomorrow, like I said. That's all I really know right now. Obviously, they haven't taken the car and seen what's wrong with it, so I'm just glad that, it's nothing that bad. I really, really hope there's no like frame damage or like any damage severe enough to where it'll never drive the same again, because in that case, we'll probably just have it totaled. So, of course, man. Of course. I already know I'm about to get a lot of comments on this video about like, another Mustang driver who can't drive, but I promise y'all I can drive. I've slid multiple times, whether it's on the road, in a parking lot, and I've came out of the slide perfectly fine. Like I said earlier, I've gone completely sideways before, like to where I thought I was gonna lose the car, swung it back, and cradled it, and then boom, straightened out. And that was like my all-time favorite slide or like drift I've ever done. I've done crazy stuff with that car, and it just so happens that the one time I wasn't doing anything stupid in the rain, I crashed. So who knows? Maybe if I would have slid that night, nothing would have happened. Now I'm playing, but yeah, man, it just sucks because I didn't even try and do anything dumb, like actually like slide around a U-turn, like slide a corner. I was just driving, man, and things happen, unfortunately. So that's that. I've been super busy with everything. That's why I haven't been recording a lot. That's why I haven't gotten a video out for you guys. I actually had a lot of stuff planned for the Mustang, a lot of video ideas, but I can't do them now because of what happened. So I don't know how long it's gonna be until I make another video. I'm definitely gonna make a video after this, like updating the whole situation. It'll probably be like one of those sit down talk videos. If you guys want to watch it, go ahead, but just letting you guys know that's probably gonna be the next one. I don't know. There's not gonna be any like Mustang content, obviously, because I'm not gonna have the car. So I've been trying to figure out if it does get totaled, what car I'll get next. I have no idea because I need to think quickly. Because as soon as they look at it, if they tell me that it's not fixable, or if there's frame damage, then it's just gonna get totaled, and I'll have to figure out a car quick because the Fusion's already up for sale. I just have it up right now because we actually were supposed to have somebody look at it, and we told them we have to obviously delay that because I'm driving it right now because my car is out. I'm only driving the Fusion for right now until that gets sold, and if it gets sold, I won't have a car. So I'm trying to think what I want to do next. But who knows? It might not even get totaled. We might be able to continue the build, but if it does get totaled, drop some comments, some suggestions of what y'all would want to see next on the channel. What build, if it gets totaled out. I need you guys' help, trying to find out what car I want next. I already kind of have an idea, but like, if I get enough comments about them, it might lock in that idea and that might be the one. But yeah, man, so that's it. That's all I got for now. If there's anything else I got to record, I'll add it after this. But like I said, I'll keep y'all updated next video, and please drop a comment on what car you want to see next. That way, I kind of know like what y'all would want to see, because the whole point of like, the YouTube channel, y'all want to see the build, and like whatever car I have and build means just as much to you guys as me, because you guys are watching it being built. So it's really, you guys have a big part in deciding on what you want to see. So drop comments of what y'all would want to see, and that is it. I will see y'all in the next one.